kwaliba kwesikulu nalishiwa balimye bapo ati kwaliba kwesikulu. It's another kind of school training another kind of teachers. It's another kind of school training another kind of teachers. Eleni mubibi lo muyumfile seleni mubibi muyumfile muyumfile lelo muyumfile lelo muyumfile seleni mubibi muyumfile lelo.
In Zambia, most rural schools lack qualified teachers to provide the much-needed quality education for all. It is for this reason that in 2009, Development Aid from People to People in Zambia signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Ministry of Education to establish 8 colleges of education with the aim to train primary school teachers with the passion and skills to teach in rural primary schools in different parts of Zambia. DAPP Mkushi DNS College of Education offers a 3-year primary teacher's diploma education as a residential training. The diploma program aims to graduate professionally competent and socially engaged teachers for grades 1 to 7. During the 3-year training, the students are organized in core groups of approximately 10 students and 1 core group teacher. The members of the core groups make plans, work, and study together. At Mkushi DNS College of Education, the foundation methods of teaching and learning is in the doctrine of the modern methods, the DMM system. It makes the student the main navigator of his or her own training, and it changes and improves the student's ability and potential to learn and work, both independently and collectively. DMM is a digital-based system that builds on each student having access to a computer that is connected to the school's digital library.
What type of citizens do we expect?
The first academic year concentrates on the personal development of the students to make them understand and participate responsibly as trainees of the new generation. After a study period of 4 months at the college, the studies continue out of the classroom, while the students and the core group teachers travel for 4 months in Zambia and to some countries in Southern Africa. The second academic year concentrates on becoming skilled in the subject to teach in class and the teaching profession. During the year, the students move from getting the first experiences as teacher trainees in primary schools to being able to develop lesson plans and delivering lessons to a class of children. The third year is about the students becoming part and parcel of the primary schools and preparing for the final examinations of the training as teachers. The students spend longer periods in school practice under guidance of the primary school teacher and the lecturers.
Our college is training teachers who should teach in rural areas, and we call our teachers another kind of a teacher, in the sense that it is a teacher who has passion and who is willing to go and stay and teach in the rural areas. The program is very different with the other teacher training colleges, in the sense that we are training the teachers who should go and stay in the rural area. So the way the program is tailored, it is trying to change the mindset of our students who are coming from high schools, who believe that staying in urban area, teaching in urban area, that is the only way they can enjoy the profession of teaching. Our training program includes taking our students in different countries so that they see what other people have done with rural schools. It builds the passion for them to like being in the rural area, because if no one goes to teach in those rural areas, then those places will remain like that, and the quality of education will be as bad as it is. So the program is tailored in the way that it brings the student teacher close to the rural community to have the passion for the kid in those rural areas. It is called another kind. We are training a student whom we are calling another kind of a teacher, in the sense that we are teaching them with a lot of skills. We are teaching them a lot of skills, I can say. We don't want a teacher who goes to this school, is given a house, and maybe the house is just leaking. This teacher goes to the DAPP to say, I want to leave that school because my house is leaking. The teacher who is given this house, the door is not closing, he uses that excuse to say, I'm leaving this school, because we are teaching them all skills from carpentry, building, you can mention them, so that they get these skills and they use them wherever they are going. Then we are teaching this teacher as a change agent in the community. When they are here at the college, they are doing a lot of community programs. You know, they are surveying the communities, then they are finding the problems which are in the community. Some, they are doing adult literacy, some are doing entrepreneurship in the community. Whatever problem they find in the communities, then they go in with an intervention in those communities.
I'm comfortable and I'm so happy to be part of this school. The first thing that I'll talk about is the area of responsibilities, the kind of program that they are following, which is the DNS. They are following the DNS program, which offers, we run the school together with the administrations as students. The way it is done, we've got function groups. We've got the kitchen function group, we've got the maintenance, we've got the production, and we've also got warfare and security and sports as well. Yes, we've also got sports. And this, the way we do it, we come up with plans. Every Sunday we sit, we have evaluation to see what we did and what we can do to make our school better.
So DAPP Mkushi College of Education is training another kind of a teacher who is able to serve in rural areas. So you find that many people, they shy away or they run away from the rural areas. Why? Because they don't have the needed skills to live in the rural areas. So at DAPP, we are given these skills which can enable us to live in the rural areas. This institution is that it builds or it molds another kind of a teacher. The DNS program is outlined that in the first year it's a full class, and then second year we have the busing program. The busing program specifically helps us to be practical, that is to learn as in observing things. We observe how other people in other countries, they are able to take their children to school. So we compare the education systems that is in other countries. So because of that program, also it helps us to do what? To learn practically. So it helps us, builds us to be courageous as we stand in the front of the audience.
The daily life of the students starts as early as 5:30. From the hostel room, we wake up with plans ready-made the previous week for the whole week. The first thing is greetings to see who is well, who has woken up how. We keep a record of everyone that is not feeling well. Those that need to be taken to the clinic, they go to the hospital or the clinic. Then those that are well, the first thing is we clean our rooms where we sleep. From the rooms, we walk to what we call areas of responsibility. Each student has been assigned to an area in the school to take care of. These may be cleaning in the toilets at the classroom area or the kitchen area inside and out, taking care of the pottery house. So we have these different areas. That is for an hour. When the areas of responsibility are done by each student, we quickly rush for our classes. Each student should be in class by 8 hours. The daily routine of the lecturers starts as they take exchange moments of being with the class to teach in their respective areas of subjects. After supper, we have the evening programs. They also go with what is on the timetable. Then the day ends at 21:30. All of us are back in our rooms, resting to prepare for the next day.
The Primary School Teachers Diploma Program at Mkushi DNS College of Education helps the students to develop the life skills academically, professionally, and socially, from the starting point of a young person in search of a profession to becoming a world citizen with an understanding of the demanding expectations to a primary school teacher as an educator of children, as well as an anchor person for development in the local community and in the country. It is envisioned that the program will generate teachers who will display a high level of competence in delivery of quality education, knowledge, and skills to learners at the primary school level, who will have a positive impact on the process of teaching and learning, who will have a heart for the poor and the capability to participate actively in initiating the much needed development in schools and in the community, in cooperation with the parents and the community at large.
With the coming together of a group with different people, different backgrounds, sometimes it's difficult to fit into the rules and regulations of the institution. But we are molding another kind of a teacher. So as usual, every bad part of character, we work it out, ironing it out, molding that person to fit the another kind of a teacher that we want them to be.
DAPP Mkushi College of Education, molding another kind of a teacher.
Another kind of school training, another kind of teacher. It's another kind of school training, another kind of teacher. It's another kind of school training, another kind of teacher. It's another kind of school training, another kind of teacher. Baby, school training, another kind